Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everyone are doing good. Yes or no?
Good morning, sir. Yes.
Morning, sir.
Morning,
Yes.
good morning, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Okay. So we are starting with the batch for the September 2025 attempt SBR. So if you have any doubts, etc., anything, I have shared my number. You can message me or contact me anytime. And already mentioned that this batch will be completely a detailed one. I will be starting everything from scratch, including your FR and SBR. And a lot of questions practice will be done. As mentioned, the aim will be to complete the portions in June and July, and August will be full of practice. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, before starting, let's have a basic idea regarding the paper. SBR, what does this mean now? Strategic business reporting. Anyone, any idea what does this means? Strategic business reporting means what? I hope the term business is clear to everyone. What does the term business means? Or should I explain that also? What does business means? Hmm. Anyone? Strategic business reporting.
Sir, SBR is a topic which mainly helps the investors to get a perspective about the company.
Okay, okay. So mention that it helps the investor to understand the or strategic business reporting helps what? It is mostly concentrated to whom? The investors. It helps investors to understand how is the business doing. Now, reporting means what then? Can I say reporting means communicating or providing some information?
Yes, sir.
So now, can you just simply provide the information on a piece of paper saying that, okay, this is the value of the asset, this is the value of the liability, etc., to an investor or to the public?
No, sir. It should be faithfully represented.
Faithfully represented. Okay, okay. So now, when coming to the term reporting, as I mentioned that you are communicating about the business to the shareholders. Now, when you're communicating about the business to the shareholders, can I say there should be a language to it? When you do coding, if you want to develop an app, can I say you should know coding, the basic of coding?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
It's a
sir.
totally different language. But same way, when I want to report about my business to the shareholders, can I say there is also a language? That language is known as what? IS and IFRs. Nothing new in this. Already you have covered in FR and FA, the basics. So the language is what? IS and IFRs. Do understand that important point. And these IS and IFRs are what? Global. Each country will be having its own IS and IFRS. In India, you have accounting standards, AS, and you have Ind AS also. Same way, each local country or each local body will also be having their own IS or own standards, the own rule. But the IS and IFRS is the basic or global standards which are used by many countries to develop their standards. Is this point clear?
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Yes, sir.
Is my Excel sheet visible?
No, sir. Not yet.
Now,
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Yeah.
so, as I mentioned, the session or the paper or the September batch will be regarding strategic business reporting, and it's the international version. And you know that when coming to your professional level papers, you should have the basic knowledge in your skill and knowledge level. Even though you have got time paper exemption, we will be covering each and every topic in detail so that you have a strong grip. And do understand that when coming to professional paper, it's not important that your answer be correct 100%. Either it could be triple A, AFM, etc. You should understand the concept and write down your answer. Even though your answer is wrong, the examiner will give you marks. You should justify based on your understanding regarding the concept. Is this point clear?
Yes, sir.
So now, as I mentioned that this paper, strategic business reporting, means communicating to the public or to the shareholders regarding the or the investors regarding the business. And this, how will you do? With the help of what? IS and IFRS. Do understand this. See, if you are an investor in any company, what will be your aim? If what will be your aim to see what? Can I say your aim will be to see what is the value of the company? How will you get to know what is the value of the company? Can I say by seeing the assets? You will say, okay, the company has these value of asset. Okay, the company has 10 buildings. Okay, the company has to pay one of the bank because they have taken a loan. So can I say, if I say the company has 10 buildings and the value of each building is 1 cr, so can I say 10 cr is the value of the asset which the company is having?
Yeah.
And if they have taken a loan of 1 cr and they have to pay, can I say this 1 cr loan they have to pay back, and the ultimate net asset of 9 cr will belong to whom? To the investors or the shareholders who have invested in the company?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So it is clear that strategic business reporting means what? Reporting about the performance of the business in a language, and that language is known as what? IS and IFRS. Now coming to the SBR paper pattern. SBR, all your professional papers are for 100 marks. Do understand that? And passing, you should score what? 50 marks, 50 percentage. Do not have the aim of just scoring 50. Always have the aim of scoring 70. Whenever you're writing your mocks, also have the aim of scoring more than 70. So in the exam, you will have the confidence that I will pass the exam. Once you give your mocks and you score more than 70 or more than 65, if in the exam a question comes which is out of the box, that means you're not able to analyze and not able to write, it will not be that full paper will be difficult. Easy part will be that your aim should be that you should understand the easy part, identify those and complete first. We will be discussing this later. Now understand the total marks is 100, you should score 50 to pass the exam. And the duration is what? For your knowledge, your skill papers, it's 3 hours, but when coming to your professional exams, it's 3 hours 15 minutes. It's 3 hours 15 minutes. It's not 15 minutes extra for reading the question paper, etc. No, the first 10 minutes you'll be having extra where the information will be given regarding the exam, etc. Everything. If you have written the paper, you'll be knowing. After that, further 3 hours 15 minutes you'll be having to write the paper. Is this clear? The
Yes,
paper
sir.
will be
Yes,
for
sir.
100 marks. Duration will be 3 hours 50 minutes. You have to score 50 percentage of 50 marks to pass the exam. Now coming to the pattern. So in SBR you have two sections, section A, section B. When coming to your skill papers, you had section A, section B, and section C for most of the papers, other than audit. But when coming to your professional papers, you have section A and section B. Section A will be of 50 marks. Section B also will be of 50 marks. And in section A, the first question will be of 30 marks and the second question will be of 20 marks. The question 1 will be of 30 marks and question 2 will be of 20 marks. Now, you would have heard many saying that in professional papers you have 20 marks as professional marks, but when coming to SBR you only have 4 marks in total professional. But when coming to other paper, SBL, AFM, ATX, APM, other papers, you have 20 marks in total for professional. But here you have only 4 marks, and this is divided in question 2 and question 4. Question 2 and question 4. The question number second will be regarding which topic? The question number 2 will be regarding the ethics,
Ethics.
and the question 1 will always be regarding what? Financial statements of group of entities and IS and IFR. Do understand that a 30 marks question will be coming. The question 1 will be of 30 marks. Out of the 30 marks, 20 marks will be regarding groups, 20 to 22 marks, and the rest 8 to 6 or 10 marks will be regarding other IS or IFRS that will have a linkage with the consolidation, your group's account. When coming to the question 2, it will be regarding 20 marks, and in the 20 marks you will have ethics as well as IS and IFRs. The examiner will not ask the full 20 marks question regarding ethics. No, 10 marks ethics and 10 marks other requirement, or 8 or 12, 14 or 6. It will be this way. And do understand, when coming to ethics, it's the easiest parts to score marks. 5 or 6 points you have to remember. You have to analyze the case and write down your answer. Nothing more than this. And when coming to this ethics, this question will be tested in such a way that a treatment will be given saying that you are the accountant, you know the IS and IFRS. Even though you know the IS and IFRS, you have done the wrong treatment. As if you know that IS 23 borrowing cost says that you can capitalize the interest for what? Qualifying asset. Even though the asset was not qualifying, you have capitalized it. So this is the way the ethics question will be coming. Even though you have a knowledge, or your director is forcing, or your board of director is forcing you to do these all things. So this is the way the ethics part will be tested. I hope the section A is clear. Section A, question 1 and question 2. First question will be of 30 marks. 30 marks, the first question will be regarding group accounts and IS and IFRS. The question 2 will be regarding what? Ethics and IS and IFRS. Is this clear? Section A?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then coming to section B. In section B, further you have two questions. Question 3, question 4. Each will be for 25 marks. Question 3 will be for 25 marks and question 4 also 25 marks. And now coming to this, question 3, which area will be tested or etc. XY. We can't say. Question 3, we can't say. Anything can come. Application questions will be given. You have to identify which IS or IFRS will apply and you have to do the question. Now this question 3 will be regarding IS and IFRS only. The recent attempt in June, the question for this one was regarding IFRS 13, fair value, a straight 10-mark question came. Then lease, IFRS 16, and then IS 36 impairment was tested. So here in SBR, you can't do cherry picking, saying that, sir, I will do these standards and go, I'll pass the exam. No, you have to cover the entire syllabus. Some areas are that, okay, the areas will come, no, it will be tested for 4 or 5 marks, not more than that. So those areas are a little bit tricky to understand, but I will give you a format how to answer. Use that format. Out of 4, get 3 or 2 marks. Done with it. Do not spend time on those topics. As we discuss the IS and IFRS, I will let you know those topics. So question 3 is of 25 marks. Will there be any professional marks? No professional marks in this question. And it will be a case scenario or scenario will be given. And do understand, the full question will not be of 25 marks. Sub questions will be there. A paragraph or data will be given. You should use this and write down the answer for part A. A second paragraph will be given, part B, part C. This way, the examiner or the exam in the exam, it will be divided. It will be easy. It's not that a case scenario will be given. You have to break your heads and identify, etc. What should I do, etc. Once we do the question, you will be familiar with it. Then coming to question 4. Question 4 will be for 25 marks again. Here you have 2 marks professional. Professional marks are there here, 2 marks. As I mentioned, this question 4 will be from which part? Your current issues. Your current issues or any new standards which are being developed by ISB, the body which develops the standards. And here the 2 marks will be related to the current issue part only. In the June attempt, the questions were regarding investors' perspective regarding the financial statements, saying what does the investors think when coming to the point of view of sustainability standards, IFRS S1 and S2. You've already covered this, yes or no? You have a basic idea, IFRS S1 and S2. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
The way you had got the questions in your college, I hope you remember you had a question regarding this investors' perspective regarding the uh, sustainability. Same way, that type of question was tested in the June attempt also. But now I can guarantee that the September and December attempt will have for sure question regarding IFRS 18, and the standard has replaced IAS 1. We will be discussing in that. The most important topic is MPM. That for sure in September or December exam it will be tested for 8 to 10 marks. It's like your APM only. What is APM? Anyone?
Advanced performance.
Advanced performance management.
Though it's regarding the subject you're talking, but I'm talking about the topic which you've already learned, APM. Additional performance measures or alternative performance measures. Like to compare a company, you will not only see the ROC, ROE, you will see the cash flow, you will see the customer satisfaction, etc. All those things. Yes or no?
Employee turnover rate.
Yes, so
Yes, sir.
Employee turnover rate.
yes. So all these things. So same way MPM, a topic is that we will be discussing what does this means, etc. Then, as I mentioned in question 4 also, you have 2 marks professional. Now you say me, when coming to SBR exam, Is it difficult to score the professional marks? No. It's only for 4 marks, and you should not think a lot about this. If you just write your answers in a simple sentence, the examiner will give you marks. Do not aim of scoring out of 4 out of 4 in this professional mark. Just concentrate on the writing technique and focus on that. It will be clear and you will get the professional marks also. Is this point clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, many students you would have heard saying that section B is a gray area. You can't say what will come. See, can I say section A I am able to predict today only? Yes or no? After 2 months or 3 months, you are giving your exam. Today only I am saying that first question will come regarding groups, and in that also 13 to 14 marks. Already the examiner will give you the PNL of balance sheet which is already prepared. You have to do the adjustment. You only have to do the adjustment. A draft version will be given, some mistakes will be done, you have to identify, you have to correct it, or some adjustments would have not been done, you have to do it. And ethics and IS or IFRS will be tested. So today only I can guarantee that these two questions will be coming, and this, if your section A is good, you will surely pass your exam.
Yes,
After
sir.
discussion of this paper pattern, I will discuss what is the hack to clear the paper. I hope section B, it's a gray area. You can't assume anything can come. Anything. As I've already mentioned that many students in SBR neglect IAS 20 government grant, IAS 23 borrowing cost. I remember the last the June December attempt. A question was there regarding IAS 20 government grant, a straightforward 10-mark question. And this attempt also, I remember one of my student, IFRS 13 straightforward 10-mark question was there regarding principal market and most advantageous market. How do you calculate? Data was given. Even though many students have made mistake in this. So that is the reason I say that if you're learning a concept today, just revise and do 1 or 2 questions regarding that topic and learn the way of writing the answer. If you're done with this now, this IFRS 13 was 10 marks. Easily you can score 9 marks, 9 to 8 marks. IFRS 16 leases, it was regarding operating lease and financing lease from the point of view of the lesser 6 marks. It was also straightforward. And IS 36 was regarding impairment of goodwill. Can you do the impairment of goodwill or not? If you can't do the impairment of goodwill, can you reverse it? No. This was the question. And the fourth question in this was regarding IFRS 8. Operating segment. Have you covered this anywhere in your college? Operating segment?
Yes, sir.
Yes. For the last two attempts, March and June, IFRS 8 was tested 2 times. In all the set, this question was there. 6 marks. In March also it was tested, and in June attempt also it was tested. So this IFRS 8 also many students will neglect, saying it's a small standard. What is there in this? Only 2 or 3 points are important, but you had a question of 6 marks. And I hope that the same question was in your BCom exam when you gave your ESA. I remember. You had or not? Saying
Yes.
whether they can combine or not. Same question came. I still remember 2 or 3 students had messaged me, sir, IFRS 8 came and this was the question. It was not identifying the segments. It was segments were identified whether you can merge or combine these two segments or not for the reporting purpose. See, when I see this question for the June attempt was the scoring part. Many students struggled in question 1. See, when coming to the question 1, many students will struggle. I really say regarding the adjustment exam. So I say that whatever you know, do and move forward. Do not waste your time there. It's important. So is the paper pattern clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Anyone, any doubts?
No, sir.
No, I'm going very slow and I'm repeating each and every point so that you keep this in mind until your exam. Saying that paper will be easy only, paper will not be tough if you do your preparation well. If your preparation is at point, everything will be easy.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Now, what are the important points you should keep in mind when you're learning for your SBI? even if you're taking coaching here or somewhere else also, it's not a point. The important point, 6 or 7 important points you should remember is that when coming to your SBR, you know you'll be learning IS and IFRS. Now you only know IS and IFRS are based on judgment. Now you should only know the basic. So what is the first point I've written? Can anyone read this for me?
Depth is not required, but breadth is required.
What does this means? Anyone? Depth is not required, but breadth is required. What does this mean?
Maybe that we shouldn't go too much in detail, but we should know what it is about and the overall aspect of it.
Yes. Even if you don't know the detailed part of the IS or IFRS, how this treatment is done, etc., no need. Do understand the basics and do understand the basic of each and every IS and IFRS. Do not have the point that okay, these six standards are very important, because I also say that six standards are very important when coming to your SBR, because for sure you'll be having 15 marks from those. Many students will concentrate on that only. They will ignore the standards which are tested in FR, like IS 37, IS 8, IS 10. When question comes regarding IS 8 and IS 10, it comes for 8 marks or 10 marks, and you'll be clueless what to write. So that is the reason it's important that you cover each and every standard. Even though you're not going in detail of the standard, do understand the basic, what will go in PNL, what will go in balance sheet, what is the concept of that standard. Is the first point clear?
Yes, sir.
And when coming to your professional exam, you will see the previous year questions and you will see the answer which are drafted, or your exam kit if you're referring anyone. It could be any publication. If you're referring the kit, can I say that the answers in the kit are too long?
Yes, sir.
Will you be able to write to this type of the answers which are written in the exam kit in your main exam?
No.
No. You will only be able to write one or two questions if you write in that way. And those questions are written over 3 or 4 hours. If I say that you have to complete this answer in 30 minutes, the answer which is there in your exam kit is written by an expert and who has given 2 or 3 hours, and it has been rechecked by many of the tutors saying that okay, the answer is correct or not, or at point or not. Because as I mentioned, in SBR every time new scenario will come, nothing will be repeated. In your professional exams, nothing will be repeated. Do understand that. So do understand the answers which are given by ACCA or the exam kit answers are for self study student to analyze and understand the requirement as well as the question in a detailed way. You need not write the answer in detail. As you read the question and read the answer, you will be able to think more about the standard. If you learn the basic today, what is IFRS 13 fair value, you will know principal market, you will know most advantageous market, you will understand how do you calculate fair value. But once you do the questions which are in the exam kit or previous papers, you will understand the way the examiner is testing you. And if you see the answer, it will be more than one page. Will you be able to write? No. If it is 10 marks, write down 10 simple sentences, or plus 2 you can do. This is my rule. If 10 mark question, write down 12 sentences plus 2. If you're not getting, plus 1. Is this point clear? The first one, depth is not required, but breadth is required. The examiner keeps on repeating this point in the examiner report. Then the second point is understanding the requirement. First, you have to understand what is the examiner asking you. Without reading the requirement, if you write something, you'll get 0. I've seen your answer scripts in ESA. Without reading the requirement, if you're writing the answers, you'll not be getting marks. First, read the question. Is the examiner asking regarding calculation? Is the examiner asking the question regarding explain or discuss, etc.? You have to first understand what is the requirement. If the requirement is regarding IS 36 and you write and come IS 16, will you get marks? No, you have to first understand what is the question and what is the requirement. What should you write down? You should plan your answer. Is this point clear?
Yes, sir.
And then coming to third important point, time management. The important skill to clear your professional paper is time management. Even though, let's take the question 1, you should allocate 1 hour. Your 1 hour is done and you're not able to complete the paper. Move on. Whatever you know you have done in 1 hour, try to identify the easy part, complete it, move on to the next question. Do not stick to a single question and waste your time there. If you know the answer and you think that my accuracy is good, very good, you can attend the question. You can spend further 10 or 15 minutes. I will also discuss how much or what is the time you should spend on question 1, question 2, question 3, and question 4. We will discuss this in a detail now. Then coming to the next one is writing skills. You have to learn how should you present your answers. So what is the requirement of the examiner? What is the examiner asking you? You have to learn. It's a easy step, 3 simple steps you should follow and write down the answer and get the marks. Not more than that. We will discuss this also. As we start the first question, we will discuss this. Then application of IS and IFRS. Yes or no? Is this important or not? Your paper, your SBR paper, full will be full regarding applications only, applications of IS and IFRS. You should understand which standard will apply to this or not. If I say I have a building, you should understand whether IS 16 will apply, IS 40 will apply, or IFRS 16 will apply. Lease. So you should know the application of IS and IFRS so that you can easily link with what? Easily link with the question or the scenario which is given. Now, if I just ask a basic question to you, I say that I have a building. Is this an asset or liability or income or expense or equity to me? Anyone?
Asset.
Asset. Now, if I ask what type of an asset, tangible or intangible?
Tangible.
Tangible. That means you can feel or touch. So this is the way you should develop the application. If I say that I have a today a Rado watch, will this be my PP? Will this be my investment property or will this be my financial asset? So this way you have to discuss, you have to analyze this. As we do the topic, we'll be discussing a lot of example and practical world scenario so that you understand the application of IS and IFRS. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
And then mock. The sixth point is mock. You have to write the mocks. 6 to 7 mocks you'll be writing. I will be evaluating. And you know that ACCA, when you're giving your exams, you have 2 slots, morning and afternoon slot. If you're giving your exam morning slot, you should also write your mock in morning. If let's take 9 to 12, it's your exam. The same time you should also write your mock. The After August 15th or August 20, you should every day write one mock so that you train your brain in a such a way that okay, 9 to 12 I'll be writing a mock. You should sit down and write up. You should not do such a way that okay, 1 hour you will spend and write down one question, take 20 minutes break, then start with the other question. No, single stretch, you should sit down and write down your mock. If it's your exam timing is 1:30 to 4:30, you should sit during that time and write down the mocks. Because if you do this, no, the accuracy or the passing percentage goes very high. I've seen many students, I mentioned them to do this, and they have really mentioned that it helps a lot. Because if you have already trained your brain to write the exam between 9 to 12, and after 2 days you go and write your exam, will this affect your mental health? No, you'll not be in such a pressure or etc. If you would have done this for SBL, anyone who have given the SBL exam, if you have done this, would have feel this in the exam, would have felt in the exam that okay, sir, if we are writing the exam if we are writing the mocks during our exam time, and after 2 days or one day we are going and writing the exam directly, it's not much pressure. We are calm only. Are these points clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Any doubts, anyone? What about others?
No
Hmm.
doubts.
No doubts.
No, sir.
Now, no. So, see, when coming to the classes, what should you do, etc., X, Y, Z. Now, you should make your own rough notes. All the notes I will be sharing during the class, etc., X, Y, Z. I will be sharing all the study material, etc., which you should refer. But you should also make your own rough notes. If today we are starting with the topic of IFRS 13, you should write the basic, what you have learned about that topic. What is fair value? What is principal market? What is most advantageous market? You have to write up rough. Is this clear? Now, coming to the hack to clear the exam. See, today I will be saying you further points. Even though I've already mentioned in your college that how to pass a SBR, but today I'll be saying you further more points which will be new. So do understand that. Now you only say what is the timing, what is the duration of your paper. First point.
3 hours 15 minutes.
So total minutes, it's in hours. What is the total minute? Total
195.
195. Yes or no? 195 minutes. 195 minutes in total. Now you say me 195 minutes you have, the marks you should attend is how much? Can I say you should write for 100 marks? Will you be writing for 100 marks or will you be writing your paper for 96 marks?
100.
100. But can I say actually you are 4 mark professional, you'll be writing for 96 marks. In those 96 marks, the 4 professional marks also included. So that is the reason I mentioned in that in SBR you have very less professional marks. So it's important you write simple words and get those. So now 100 marks. So per mark, how much time you can spend? Say me that. Total you should write for 100 marks and the duration is 195 minutes. So how much, what time should you spend per mark? Per minute, per mark, what is the time you should spend?
1 minute 55 seconds, something like that.
Something like that. Yes, Semi. 1 mark is equal to how many minutes? Someone in the chat box.
1.95.
1.95, yes or no? It's not 1.8, Sayed. It's 1.9 because you have 15 minutes extra here. So can I say for each mark you can spend around 1.90 minute approx? I can't say 2 minutes also, yes or no? We can't say 2 minutes also. If you do the difference of these and take it, it will add further time to your exam. You can't do this. So I say 1.9. Is this clear? So now if I say the section A, in section A, you have first question 30 marks. So what is the time you should spend on this? See, these all are very important. I will not repeat later. I am spending today a detailed time to understand the paper and how to clear the paper. So 30 marks in total into 1.95. How much is this?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
58.5 minutes.
58. So can I say approx 1 hour? 1 hour you can spend on the first question. Then second one?
About 39 minutes.
39. So can I say 40? Yes or no? 40 minutes. So for section A and section B, what is the total time you should spend then? For section A, section B, can I say it should be divided by 2? Whatever time you have, 195 divided by 2. Section B, 25 mark question, 25 marks. So here into 1.95 into 1.95. How much is this?
48.75.
48. Let's make 48 and this also 48. Yes or no?
48.
48. Now, is this clear the time you should spend? So can I say approx for the section A you can spend 1 hour 40 minutes? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
1 hour. So what is the total minutes? 60 plus 40?
100.
100?
Yes,
For,
sir.
for this one, section B?
188 is a total.
No issues in that. So 48 plus 48, how much is this? 96. Around 90 to 95 minutes you can spend in section B. Now coming, why I'm saying that in section A, if you spend a little bit more time also, Because today only you know that for sure group question will be coming and ethics question will be coming. Yes or no? And ethics will be easy, and IS and IFRS wrong treatment will be done. If you cover the entire syllabus, you will be able to answer. For the June attempt, the question was regarding revenue recognition. This step number 2, it was regarding identifying the performance obligation and revenue recognition criteria. The question was straightforward. So now coming to the hack, how should you pass your SBR exam? This section A is for how many marks? Total 50 marks?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? 50 marks. So question 1, 30 marks. Question 2, 20 marks. From section A, out of 50 marks, you should score 35 marks. You should score more than 35 marks. Do understand that. You should score how much? More than 35 marks. Is this point clear now?
Yes, sir.
Now, how should you divide this in question 1 and question 2? In question 1, your aim should be that you should always try to score more than 20 marks. Do understand that. As I mentioned in consolidation, some of the adjustment will be tricky. Do not waste time on those. So in question 1, how much should you score? 20 marks. So how much should be your accuracy? What should be the percentage you should score? 65 percentage. In question 2, out of 20 marks, you should score 15 marks. Is this point clear?
Yes, sir.
75% accurate. Why I am saying that for question 2, 75% accuracy, today only you know that ethic question will be coming. And you can easily score marks, and one IS or IFRS treatment will be given. Like it could be financial instrument, it could be lease, it could be any other standard. Mostly it comes from IFRS 8, sometimes it comes from revenue, etc. Mostly for the last 2 attempts, I've seen questions coming from revenue. But you should prepare the entire syllabus. Anything can come. It's not that, okay, revenue came for the last attempt, this time also revenue will come. No. Do understand that. Is this clear what your aim should be? If your section A is good, if you do well in your section A, you will pass your SBR. Do understand that. So your aim should be what? To score more than 35. What is the least? You should not go below 30 marks. Your score should not be below 30 marks when coming to your mocks also. Is this point clear?
Yes, sir.
The screen is not visible, no?
No, sir.
Now?
Now it's visible.
See. Sit. Hmm. Let me write it again. So, section A, question 1, question 2. What is the time? 30 marks into 1.95. It was around 58. Yes or no? Prox 1 hour. I already mentioned. Then question 2, 20 marks into 1.9. So, around 40 minutes. So, total you can spend here 100 minutes. Then coming to section B, question 1, question 3, and question 4. What is the time you can spend? It's 25 marks, 25 marks, 48, 48. It is around 96. This was clear, yes or no? Then
Yes, sir.
we had discussed the hack. See, why this I have not typed in the Excel? I want you to write down this. That is the reason. You remember. So, what should be your aim in section A? In section A, your aim should be to score 35 marks out of 50 marks. Do understand that. Write down this, the first page of your book.
Yes.
Do have a pen and paper. See, Excel sheets I'll be sharing, my notes I'll be sharing. So just have a rough book and write down this. Section A. So question 1, it is of 30 marks and you should score 20 marks. So the accuracy should be around 65. Then question 2, 20 marks and you should score 15 marks here. So your accuracy will be, I hope, 75%. If your section A is good, you will surely pass the exam. And you should not score below than 30 marks. Is this point clear of section A? Then coming to section B. In section B, what you have? Can I say in section B, question number 3 and question number 4, question 3 will be of 25 marks and this also will be for 25 marks. Even though, let's take, you have spent a good amount of time in section A. Let's think you have spent 2 hours. You are knowing the answer, you have spent a good time and you're scoring 35. Now, when coming to section B, what is the time you have? What is the time left behind? Can I say it's around 60 plus 15? So it's about 75 minutes. Yes or no? If you spend 2 hours in your section A, can I say in section B, you'll be getting 60 plus 15 minutes. So 75 minutes?
Yes, sir.
Yes. And here, your aim should be that you score 15 marks. 15 marks and 15 marks. So how much will be the total here now? So how much should be your accuracy be? Your accuracy in section B should be 60%. Even it is 60%, you will clear paper. So it's 30 marks in total. Yes or no? And in section A, even let's take you score 30 marks. What is the total?
60.
Will you pass or not the exam now? Now say me.
Yes, sir.
Yes. You should have this approach. Always have this approach. Now coming to section A, already I mentioned group will be coming. Section B, I mentioned anything could come. And in the section B, first question I mentioned that IS and IFRS will be tested. 3 or 4 sub questions will be. Out of that, 3 questions will be easy. 4 questions will be coming sub questions, 4 or 3. Out of that, 2 or 3 questions will be for sure easy, which you have already done in the class. You have to apply the concept and write down the answer. It does not mean the same question will be coming. The concept I'm saying or the type of question which I've already done in the class. When coming to question 4, in question 4, you'll be having IS or IFRS. You'll be having, let's take, you have 4 sub questions. Out of 4, 2 sub questions will be easy and 2 will be regarding current issue. And that current issues will also be easy. Particular topics are that, do that and write down whatever general understanding you have about that topic. You will get marks. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
We had to, or the approach to clear SBR exam. Anyone else other than Sinchana? No doubts?
No, sir.
No? What about Sayyid, Dhruv, Soham, Pranati, Yajash, Samya? Yes or no in the chat box? Okay. Okay. No means what? It just, it's not clear. No, no. Okay. 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 See, as I mentioned the first, today I will not do anything. Only I will discuss about this. I thought that I'll start with the conceptual framework today, but I thought that you should be first comfortable with this and you should be interactive. That is important. Okay, now what will be our approach for the coming 2.5 months or 3 months? 2.5 months as June 14 today. So now see, first point, I will cover the entire syllabus in the class to understand it. Each and everything I will cover, and we will be doing each topic. If I do a small topic, we will do a question regarding that. First, entire syllabus we will cover, plus topic questions we will be doing. Then second, after each topic, I will be highlighting the points which you should learn, because a question comes regarding that topic, you should write down these lines or these sentences in your exam to score marks. So important point, as I mentioned already to you also, that in SBR, if you remember 250 to 300 sentences, you will pass your exam. And that 300 sentences, as we do each topic, I will be saying you, okay, this is important, this is important. If you get a question, you should first write down this and start your answer. That is the technical knowledge of IS or IFRS. So important points will be mentioned in the class. That is what technical knowledge of IS and IFRS. Then the third point is that after each topic, I will be giving, let's take the first example. Today I've done conceptual framework. I will do 2 questions in the class, saying that if a question comes out of the box, how should you answer it with basic format. After doing 2 questions in the class, I will be giving you 2 questions. Within, let's take the question is of 6 marks. You should spend 12 to 15 minutes, type the answer and send me. You will be given a date. Okay, today I've done the topic. You will have 2 days. Type the answer and send me. I will evaluate. After each standard, I will be doing this. Is this point clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. See, that is only the key. You will pass the exam. The questions which I will be giving you, you should type and send me. Then only you will be perfect over the time. In the 2.5 months, the duration, you type the answer, send me. I say that, okay, you have to do this, you have to amend your answer, you have to do this way, etc. Over the time, you will develop. It's not that, okay, if I give a first question and you'll be able to write the accurate answer. No. Over the time, today, if I give a 6 mark question, let's take you will only score 3 or 2. After solving 10 questions, out of 6, you will be able to score 4 marks easily. So it is important that you practice and send the answer script to me so that I can evaluate. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, understood.
Topic questions should be done after the class. See, I have a lot of questions. If you say, sir, from this topic, give us 10 questions, I can give you. No one will give also. If one topic they are doing, they'll do 2 questions, done. Then it's your duty to solve the other question. But what I am doing, after each IS and IFRS, I will be giving questions, the exam type questions you should type and send me so that I will evaluate. Is this point clear? And then fourth important point. From tomorrow, if we are starting the class, let's see. From tomorrow, the classes actual topics will be starting. I need the cameras to be turned on. You should be interactive. First, I'll explain the topic. I'll complete my explanation part. Then you can ask the question. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Do the mistakes in the class. I am repeating this 1,000 times. I have seen student. As I mentioned, the June attempt, one of the student IFRS 13, it was the basic part, basic question. In that also they have done mistake. Do that blender in the class only. Avoid that in the exam. If you do this, for sure you'll pass the exam. Turn on camera. Then session should be interactive. I need everyone to talk. It's not that, okay, sir, I can understand 1 or 2 days you'll not be able to turn on your camera. Okay, no issues. If you have any doubts, do ask. Do not feel shy that what will others think. Okay, sir, I don't know the basic also. Sometimes when coming to journal entry also, sir, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this, etc. Ask each and every doubt. If you ask each and every doubt, you will be perfect in the class. Your revision will be done in the class only. If you'll not ask any doubt, you have to go home. You have to again revise it. Do understand that?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Then last, the sixth topic, which I will say that do not worry. Paper is easy. Do understand that examiner, if he's setting the paper for 100 marks, 60 marks will be easy only. In that 60 marks, if you do any mistakes, it will be difficult to pass the exam. And that 60 marks will be easy. You have to identify, write down the answer. As I mentioned, 60 marks. Question 1, 20 marks will be easy. Question 2, 15 to 12, 14 to 15 marks will be easy. Question 3, Out of 25 marks, 15 marks will be easy. And then question 4, 25 marks. Out of that, 15 marks will be easy. If you do this 60 mark properly, and when coming to the rest, let's say 60 marks is easy. Let's take in this also you have done a mistake and you have only scored 40. No issues. Koi nahi. And coming to the next 20 marks. Next 20 marks, the other 20 marks will be a little bit tricky. It'll be tricky. So let's take out of this, you are able to score only 10 marks. No issues. And the rest 20 marks will be fully difficult. You'll not be able to think only. As I mentioned, some questions will be out of the box. Great questions. We can't say anything can come. If you score out of that 5 to 6 also, no, you will pass your paper. Around it's 56 to 58, you can easily score. Your aim should be to score more than 60, not less than that. Is this point clear?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts on this now? Anyone?
No, sir.
No? You will say, sir is keep on repeating the same point. Any doubts? Any doubts? Because I know if from the first day only, if you fit this in your mind, or you have the mindset of the way I mentioned you will surely clear the paper. I have seen. I have guided many students in 30 days, 25 days with this mindset to do this. They have cleared the paper more than 70. And I mentioned that you should not be an expert. When coming to SBR, the examiner does not say that you will be an expert. A question is given, you know the concept, apply, write your justification, write down what do you think. The examiner will give you marks. Any doubts on this?
No, sir.
No? No? So now, coming to the next part, the syllabus and the other part. Now coming to the syllabus. Anyone can read the first one for me? Other
Fundamental ethics.
This is the way I can make you interactive. Samya, read the first one, the area. Key syllabus. First one. Excuse me. Yes. Am I audible, no?
Yes, sir.
So you can read the first one.
Key syllabus: A. Fundamental ethical and professional principles. B. The financial reporting framework. C. Reporting the financial performance of a range of entities. D. Financial statements of group of entities. E. Interpret financial and non-financial information for different stakeholders. F. The impact of changes and potential changes in accounting regulation.
So this is your syllabus area. Did you understand anything? No, sir. Nothing. This is regarding ethics and the principle basic, the financial reporting framework, the conceptual framework, etc. Reporting the financial performance. This is what? Your IS and IFRS. Is this clear? Reporting the financial performance of a range of entity. This will cover each and every point of your IS and IFRS. Then financial statement of group of entities. That means your consolidation. Is this clear? Then interpretation. As I mentioned, the section B, fourth question, could be regarding APMs, MPMs, or IFRS S1, S2, etc. And then any changes in the accounting world, any current issues, etc. Is this syllabus area clear? No need to remember, but just I've written what is this. This is the major part. C and D. C and D are the major part. Now coming to the standards, which we will be covering. IS2 inventory. This we will be covering. Is this important for SBR? This is frequently tested in FR and FA. We will although learn this. Statement of cash flow, very important. This attempt, June attempt, the question was regarding consolidated statement of cash flow. It was regarding investing and financing activities rather than operating. Then IFRS 8, basis of preparation of financial statement. IS 10, events after the reporting period. IS 12, income tax. IS 16, PP. Is PP very important when coming to SBR? No. It's for the I have not seen any question in the past attempt regarding IS 16. Then employee benefit. Yeah, this is important. You will be learning for the first time. You have not covered this in FR. Then government grant IS 20. Then IS 21 exchange in foreign currency rates, very important. Then borrowing cost IS 23. Then related party disclosure. This also you'll be learning new in your SBR. Then IS 27, 28 is regarding your group accounts. IS 32 is regarding your financial instrument. Then EPS, is EPS also very important here? No, EPS is very important for FR. Although we will see basic questions and we'll have a basic understanding of this. Then interim financial report, other small topic. I've not seen any question yet, although you have 5 or 6 points to remember. We'll do this also. Then impairment, very important topic. Your impairment 37, 38, most important topic. For sure one question will be there in the exam. Either it could be from 38, 36, 37. Either provisions could come, either impairment question could come, or either intangible question could come. Is this clear? Most important part of FR which is tested in SBR from the point of view of application. Not question solving, not number crunching. It's about the application here. Whether the following asset is an intangible or tangible, whether impairment will apply or not, etc. Whether it's a provision, whether it's a contingent liability or contingent asset. Then IS 40 investment property short. This is tested with IFRS 16. The June attempt in the lease, a question was that. In the section B, question number 4, the question was regarding IFRS 16 and IS 40 together. You will understand once you do IS 40 and IFRS 16 what is the linkage. We will cover that. Straightforward 8-mark question came regarding IFRS 16 and IS 40 together. Then IS 41 agriculture, again the standard which is not much important, but we will do IFRS 1, first time adaptation of international financial reporting. Questions are very rare, but we will cover this. Then coming to the next one, share based payment. Share based payment, have you covered this?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
It's also an important topic in your SBR. You'll be learning this for the first time. You have not covered this in your FR. Then business combination, IFRS 5. Another important topic which is tested from the point of view of application in SBR rather than just number crunching in FR. In FR, you have a lot of number crunching. Okay, value will be given, you have to record it. But when coming to a SBR, you have application of these 4 standards. Out of these 4 or 5 standards, 1 or 2 will be there for sure. If it's your good day, if you're lucky, 3 questions could come from the topic which I've already mentioned. Then IFRS 7 and 9 is again financial instrument, and IFRS 8 operating segment. You have already covered this, but again we will start from scratch. We will see. This is also important. As already mentioned, March, June question had come from this topic also. Then IFRS 10, 10, IFRS 11, 12 is regarding what topic? Again, groups. This is groups, and above also you had group IS 28, 27. Then IFRS 13. This is the most important standard when coming to SBR. In FR, it's basic questions are very rare, but when coming to SBR, if you have a basic knowledge of standards, you would have seen that when you learn any standard, you come across the word fair value a lot. You come across the term fair value, fair value, fair value. So this IFRS 13 will determine how should you calculate the fair value. It will not say you the accounting treatment. Accounting treatment will be given in the respective standard. IFRS 13 will only guide you how should you calculate the fair value of the particular asset or liability. And this, as I mentioned, if you're lucky, very lucky, you can have 8 or 10 mark question in your exam. If you get this question, think that it's your best day and you're giving the attempt in September. If this question comes in September. Then IFRS 15, revenue, important topic. IS 16, important topic. And then coming to IFRS 18, the new standard which has been introduced, and this has replaced which standard? Replaced IAS 1. Do you remember what was IAS 1?
Yes, sir.
Yes. What is that?
Presentation of financial statement.
Presentation of financial statement. But this IAS 1 has been replaced by what? IFRS 18. So what is the new name? Presentation and disclosure in financial statement. Did you see the heading or the title of the IFRS also changed? presentation and disclosure in financial. So here they will be talking about disclosures also, including amendment to other IFRS accounting standards as contained within IFRS 18. Your IFRS 18 has an amendment in the P&L format. If an amendment is there in the P&L format, where will you take the expenses? Then as per each respective standard you should know, okay, in lease if I have the expense, whether it will go in operating, financing or investing. We will discuss this in detail. Is this clear? So IFRS 18 has been introduced for this attempt. For sure you will be having question regarding the MPM, and I think this time for sure the question one, as I mentioned, no, the question one will be regarding PNL, as the PNL format has changed, and it is the first time you will be giving the exam after the change in syllabus. Can I say the examiner will give this only as a question? PNL. It's an assumption saying that this can come, because the format has changed. If something new is coming, you only say if something new is coming introduced in the syllabus, will the examiner test that area or not? For sure he will test. So your draft consolidated PNL can come. I say for this attempt draft consolidated PNL can come rather than cash flow.
Yes.
More probability of PNL coming is more when compared to cash flow and balance sheet. Keep this point in mind. And then IFRS 19, a new standard, and IFRS for SME. This is also a small area. These two are small area which are not tested, but we will do. As I mentioned, the standards which I've already mentioned are already covered in FR, or the standard which are new for SBR and are very small. The examiner can ask you 4 or 5 mark question, not more than that. Then we have the other two standards, IFRS S1 and IFRS S2. Any idea? These standards are regarding what topic?
Sustainability disclosures and more about ESG's
Yeah.
integration.
So can this come? Yes. As I mentioned, this can be tested. Well, this can be tested in section B, question number 4. Or it can be tested well. Or question 2, ethics part. The question which I've just on the CB platform, June 2025, pre-mock, the question of ethics was regarding IFRS S1 and S2. So question can come regarding this also, that sustainability standards are there, the company is not following, or the accountant does not have the knowledge, what should he do, etc. XYZ. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Then other statements like your conceptual framework will be learning the basic, then management commentary, then making material judgments. When your materiality, what does the term materiality means? Anyone? What does the term materiality means?
So the substance has enough power to influence an investor's or shareholder's decision.
Yes. Now, Sinchana, when you mentioned this to me, did you mention the exact word which was written in the IS or IFRS or in the conceptual framework? No. You have just mentioned in a simple English, so what does materiality means? This is the same way you have to write down your answers also. The examiner never says that you should write in a hi-fi English, very strong words, etc., heavy weightage words. Simple English sentences, simple line. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, I have divided this syllabus in 6 parts. The part 1. So from Monday, we will be starting with the part 1. So tomorrow we'll be covering the conceptual framework and the basic, what is the format of PNL, etc., XYZ. From Monday, we will be starting with the part 1, and in this, what we will be covering? First standard, we will be starting with fair value. What does fair value means, etc. And this fair value term will be used in other standard also. And IFRS 13 will not say you what is the accounting treatment. It will only say how should you calculate the fair value. Then IS 16 PP we will be doing. IS 20 government grant. Then IS 23 borrowing cost. IS 36 impairment. IS 30 intangible assets. IS 40 investment property. IFRS 5 is what? Non-current asset held for sale. Is this clear? So the week 1 agenda is to complete these topic. So the first week agenda is what? To complete this part 1. From Monday, coming Friday, we will complete these all standards. Is this clear? And in this, what are the standards which are very important? 13,
13,
13, 6,
38.
38, 5, and 40 will be tested sometimes, because the examiner have just recently started testing IAS 14, IFRS 16 together to see the understanding of the student. And it's a basic question which I'll say you in the class. If you get the question, write down, get the marks. So these 5 standards are very important. It does not mean that IAS 20 and 23 will not be tested. It can be, but important about 36, 38, 5, 40, and IFRS 30. So week 1 agenda will be to cover this. That means this is covering what? Your basic of your FR. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
What about others? Dhruv, Soham, Sahana,
Yes, sir.
then Shantri, Yajjas, Samya. Then part 2. Part 2 we will be discussing about IS2. IS2 was inventory, small topic. IS 41, agriculture. IS 21, foreign currency exchange. IS 8, IS 10, IS 37, IS 34. Now, out of these, what are the important topics here? The important topic is 21, 8, 10, 37. Clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So this part 2, we will not start after part 1. We will try to do this after part 3, or we will see based on your comfort level. I'll see, once I start with the part 1, I will see how interactive you are, how are you able to digest all or these or not. On that basis, I will decide whether to do this or not. Part 2, but part 3 is important, part 4 important, part 5 IFRS 15 revenue important, IFRS 16 lease, IFRS 2 share based payment, and IFRS 8 operating segment, IFRS 1 first time adaptation of accounting standard, the IAS and IFRS. Here, what are the topics important? 15, 16, 2, and 8. Write down these all. That is the reason I have not typed here. I want you to write down this, so that once again you start your preparation, you should keep in mind, okay, these are the topics which are very important.
Yes.
Once I share this Excel sheet, I will type and give you. But I want here you to write, make rough notes. Coming to part 4, these 3 standards will cover regarding financial instruments. Have you covered financial instruments in your FR?
No, sir, I don't think.
IFRS 9, yes.
Yes, like what is financial asset, what is financial liability, amortization table was there, some compound, you calculated equity, different liability, different something like that. Okay, no
Yes,
issues.
sir.
Yes, we will do from scratch only. Then IAS 19, employee benefit. This is a new topic which we'll be covering, an important part. IAS 12, income tax. Have you covered this?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No. Now, this also was there in FR. So most of the topics are already in FR. Only some part are advanced here. But as I mentioned, we will do everything from scratch so that you have grip on the topic. Then IAS 24. This is what? Related party. In this part 4, all the topics are important. Here we will be doing 4 topics. All the 4 topics will be important. Then coming to part 5. Your part 5 will be regarding what? Group accounts. Your question 1. Group accounts. So the agenda will be that by July end, after July 20, we should start with part 5. July 20. After 20th July, we will be starting with part 5. So before that, our aim should be to complete these. If we are completed with this, no, these 4, your IS and IFRS will be done. And in 10 to 12 days, we will be done with the groups also, so that the portions will be completed by July or August first week. Then the part 6 will cover what? Current issues, IFRS S1, S2, IFRS for SMEs, and IFRS 18 also. IFRS 18, after the conceptual framework, I will be taking. Again, at the end, again, I will revise it. It's a new standard, so it will be little bit complicated for you to understand. It's not complicated, it's easy only. Is this clear? The agenda, how we will be covering the syllabus?
Yes, sir.
Yes. What about others?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Shamya, what about you, ma? You're not audible. Are you speaking? Are you saying something? Okay, chalo. No issues in that. But it's not audible. We can't hear you. What about others? Can you hear Samya? Shamya, what is she saying?
No, sir.
No, sir,
No,
she's not audible.
not audible. No, please do check with it. It could be a issue from your side. No? Okay. Any doubts in the agenda? So week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6. It will extend to week 7, week 8 also, because some topics will take more than 1 week also. The part 3 and part 4 will take 2 weeks. We'll try to do slow only. Is this clear? So the aim will be to complete by July or August first week the portions and do a lot of practice after that. Now coming to the most important part. Everyone were asking, sir, how should we answer the questions in SBR? Can anyone read the first point for me?
First, analyze the requirement.
Analyze the requirement means what?
To understand what the question is, like, what are they asking for?
Yeah, what is the question saying you? Question is asking you something. Write down that. First, analyze the requirement. What is the question? Understand the requirement which is given. Then what is the next part?
Read the scenario carefully, understand the issue.
What this means? Can I say if the examiner is testing you some IS or IFRS, can I say some or the other issue will be there and he will be saying, okay, whether this standard should apply or whether this standard should apply. So can I say you should read the scenario carefully and plan in your mind, okay, this could apply or this could happen, etc. XYZ. Then what is the next one? Next step.
Identify the IAS or IFRS.
Identify the IS and IFRS. This is very, very, very important. If a scenario is given, you should identify that IS 16 is also applying, IS 36 also is applying, IFRS 5 is also applying. As I mentioned in the recent attempt, a question was regarding IFRS 16, but students were not able to identify that IFRS 40 also will, IS 40 will also apply, investment property. And the question specified here. The question also specified that investment property will apply, but the students were not able to link it. So it is important, once you read the question, you think, okay, which all standards can apply. Then what will you do? Okay, you have that. Okay, for this question, IS 36 impairment will apply. Then what will you do? Apply the IS and IFRS to the scenario. Only writing the IS or IFRS will not fetch you full marks. That means what? If a question comes for 4 marks, whether the asset is tangible or intangible, if you write down what is the definition of intangible asset as per IS 38, you will be getting 1 or 2 marks. But you have to link the standard with the scenario which is given or the application. Application is the most important part in SBR. Is this clear?
Sir, after we
Yes.
identify the IAS or IFRS, we have to write the definition first, then we have to connect how it is connected to the
Yeah.
question.
So let's take an example. Let's take an example of cryptocurrency only. Everyone are familiar with cryptocurrency, yes or no?
Yes.
So cryptocurrency is an asset, liability, income, or an expense or an equity. You only say me general. What is crypto? Is an asset, liability, or income, etc. I say today I have $1 million of cryptocurrency with me. That means what? It is an asset, liability, income, expense, or equity.
Intangible asset.
And before that going, it is an asset or not? Can I say it is an asset?
Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
what is an asset? What is an asset? What is an asset?
So something which increases the sir. It
Sir,
can
means economic value.
Okay, someone mentioned economic value. Can I say asset is what? Today, if I say that I have 10,000, let's take I have $1,000. I went to the iPhone store. I purchased the iPhone. Can I say that iPhone is an asset to me?
yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes. Why? Why can I say that iPhone is an asset? Can I say iPhone is an asset because in future I will get some income? I am into teaching, I will use this iPhone as a camera, or I will record lectures and I will upload and earn money. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So can I say the phone which I purchased is an asset because, can I say it is controlled or owned by me? Can I
Yes.
say owned means, can I say when I went to the Apple store, they gave me the phone, iPhone. Can I say they have made the bill on my name? That means, can I say I am the owner? It legally belongs to me. The iPhone legally belongs to me. Can I say it is owned by me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So as asset means what? It is owned or controlled by an entity, which what it will provide? Economic benefit it will provide. Some benefit it will provide to the company. Now
The
it's
past event which generates the future cash inflow.
yeah, our definition is that we will be looking in the next class. Conceptual framework. I did not mention what is the definition of asset exact. I just had a simple basic idea. Asset means what? Asset means an item which is controlled by me and I can take the economic benefits. Or it is in my name, I can take the benefit. Simple. So when this question comes, what is cryptocurrency? Can I say you don't know anything? You don't know what is IS-38. You don't know what is. Can I say you can simply write down that cryptocurrency is an asset because it will provide future economic benefit to the entity? Yes or no? By selling it. And can I say it is an intangible asset? It is not a tangible asset. We can't touch.
Yes, sir.
This is the way you write down. This question is regarding conceptual framework. This is not regarding any particular IS or IFRS. Now, let's say you know which standard do you know? Which IFRS 13 fair value. Now let's take a question comes regarding fair value. First, what should you do? You should write down what is fair value. As per IFRS 13, fair value is what? Price that you will receive to sell a asset or pay to transfer a liability. Simple. Yes or no? Simple. If you write down this, you will be getting 1 mark. Then what should you do? You should see what is the scenario, whether the scenario is asking you to calculate the fair value. Okay, if the scenario is saying to calculate the fair value, you will see whether a principal market is there or not. If a principal market is there, you will write down what does a principal market means. And in case of principal market, how do you calculate the fair value? This is the way. First, writing the IS and IFRS. Second is the linkage, taking the data from the question and linking with the IS, mixing up, and then coming to the conclusion, or what will go to PNL or what will go to balance sheet, etc. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Then calculation. Every question calculation will not be there. If any, if a question says that calculate or discuss and calculate and discuss, then whatever calculations are important, you have to do. As we see the topics, each IS and IFRS, you will understand what is the calculation part and what is not. Calculation alone would not fetch you marks. You need strong explanation too. Means what? If you just write down and come that you have learned share based payment, I hope you have a basic idea of share based payment. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
In the share based payment, you record a expense, you record a share based payment reserve also. If you just write down this and come, the examiner will give you, you have to explain it. Okay, this expense will go to P&L. This value will be recorded in the balance sheet or in the statement of financial position under the equity head. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Only calculation in SBR will not fetch you marks. So I hope the way or the answer writing technique is clear here. Just write down what does IFRS is, link to the scenario, write down the conclusion. And before that, if any calculation is there in a particular question, write down the calculation. Okay, in PNL this is the expense should be, if I say in PNL for the current year the expense should be 2000, for the current year 2000 xy, the expense that should be recorded in PNL is 2000, 1 marks. This is the way you write down. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Then coming to the other important point, your SBR exam. Now you say me SBR exam is practical, not practical. It's a theory or only solving part. Will you only do the calculation here or should you write the theory also here now?
Theory.
Theory. So what could be the percentage in the exam? 30 marks calculation only will be there. 30 to 25 marks calculation only will be there. The rest 70 to 75 marks will be of theory. You have to understand the IS or IFRS, link to the scenario and write down your answer. Any doubts now? Any doubts in this?
No, sir.
No? So with this, I hope that you have an understanding. I hope with this you have understanding of what? The paper pattern. You
Yes,
have the
sir.
understanding of the paper pattern. How should you start your preparation? What should be your mindset from today only? After each topic, you should do questions, and you got to know that okay, which area is easy, which area is tough, or how should you aim. If you're getting section A, okay, what should be your aim? What your aim should be in section B. Is this clear? You now have an overall idea of what the SBR paper pattern, etc. How should your preparation be?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I
Okay,
understand.
understood. Now, any doubt? Any other doubt? I hope then everything is clear to you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, only two are responding, Sinchana and Dhruv. What about others? Yeah, I mentioned if it is an interactive session, you will learn a lot in the class only, and your mindset will be in a such a way that you will clear the SBR. See, this is your first professional paper, and if it's your first professional paper and you have not given any ACCA paper, you have to build this mindset from today only. If you have given first paper at SBL, in SBL the mindset is totally different. Even though you spend less time in SBL and give the exam, you can clear. But when coming to SBR, no, you can't do that. You need a lot of practice and the application of the IS and IFR, and a lot of question practice is required. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So with this, we have done with the orientation. So today I will not be starting with the topic of conceptual framework. I thought that I'll start today only, but tomorrow, fresh, we'll start with the topic and continue. So tomorrow we will try to complete the conceptual framework, and from Monday we will start with the part one of our syllabus. Is this clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Please.
So tomorrow timing 8 to 12.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And do understand that when I'm doing your FR part also, I will be doing in full detail. It's not that IFR 16 I'll cover in 3 or 4 hours. Yeah, we'll try to 4 or 5 hours. I will not do a lot of questions also, but what is important, we will learn that.
Sir, what resources are we using? The ACCA website or the
Yeah, yeah.
caption
See,
or yours?
now coming to the notes or etc. See, here it's important that, as I mentioned, you should not go in deep of the concept. You should use a lot of resources of breadth. It's important that you understand the standard. Anything you can use either your Kaplan, either your study hub, either you can use my notes, etc. Anything, whatever you want, but I suggest that use my notes only, the Excel sheets which I'll be giving. That is enough. Simply don't see the study hub, etc. If you need a reading, today let's say we have done conceptual framework, many of the you can go and have a reading on the study hub. Once you can have a reading of the conceptual framework, okay, what is this, etc., xyz. But I say that follow my notes, it's enough. No need of anything else. The
Mm,
Excel sheets, I will be giving my the already I know that you have my FR handwritten notes, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
But for SBR, mostly it will be on Excel only. I will provide the handwritten notes also. But why I am providing Excel, so that I will highlight the important points which you have to remember, etc. The handwritten notes which I'll be making, I'll also be sharing that also. But I say stick to one, it will be easy.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, okay, sir.
Any other doubts, questions, etc.? See, now the latest books are yet not available. Once I receive, I will share with you any of the publication which I receive, and then the questions are there on your study hub also. So after, I will try, if I After each and every topic, I will try to give you quizzes also. Five quizzes. Let's take today we have done a question from conceptual framework. I will give 5 quizzes. If not, I will give you the theory questions only as per SBR. We will see.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Any other doubt? Important is that till July concentrate, learn, and in August do a lot of practice. In June, July also you have to do practice, but in August again revision should be done, and your kit exam kit or previous year questions should be done. Utilize these 2 months which you have properly. Do the first paper so confidently that when you write the exam and come, you should be confident that sir, I'll for sure pass. I know that I've done well. Do have that confidence so that it will boost your confidence for the other papers also, triple A, ATX, APM, whichever paper you're taking. So when coming to your first professional paper, work very hard. Work very hard so that you'll get to know what should be done, how is the preparation, etc. So that you can follow the same strategy for the other papers and clear the paper. If you work hard, for sure, results will be there. If you will not work hard, if you will not listen during the class, your cameras are turned off, you're doing something else, you're watching or you're playing game, it will not help you. I say that if you're doing this, then do not enroll. Only if you need, I can return the fees also. Do not sit. As I mentioned, I need 100% result. Whatever I say, do that. It's not that I'm saying study for the full day. Attend my class. After my class, take break, have your lunch, etc. Enjoy. After that, sit and revise the concept. Do 2 or 3 questions of that topic. Simple. Done. Nothing more than this.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Anyone? Any doubts? So with this, can we wind up the session now? Yes
Sure.
or no? Timing tomorrow 8 to 12. We will try to complete the conceptual framework as well as the formats of your financial statements. Okay, okay. Everyone mentioned yes, 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 yes. Today you will feel sir is repeating a lot. Over the time, I will not repeat a lot. As coming to the standards, I will explain. It will be clear. We'll solve the question and move on to the next topic. Okay, 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 okay. So tomorrow timing is 8 to 12 and we will discuss the basic conceptual framework will form the basis of all the IS and IFR because the IS and IFRs are developed using the conceptual framework only. It's a principle. We will discuss this in detail. So today I'll share the Excel sheet in the group. Again, I'll mention what are the important standards, etc. The one which I've typed written. Okay.
Yes,
With
sir.
this, can we end the session?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Bye bye. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
sir. Have a good day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Be on time on tomorrow's class. I need everyone to turn on your cameras and speak
Yes.
because these are the topics which you have already covered in basics. So that is the reason I try that you come up with the answers, the topic which you already know. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Bye bye. Have a good day.